Hey everybody, it's Coach Sam from Team Samurai's Martial Arts, and I'm going to use today's video to talk about what makes Team Samurai's different from all the other martial arts styles out there and what it is we exactly do. So first off, that question I get all the time is, what style do you train? At its core, it's kickboxing. But it's more of a hybrid form of kickboxing that's made up of different stand-up striking martial arts that I've done growing up, starting as a small child in Taekwondo, and then as I get older and through adulthood, doing other things. So while the sport that we compete in is kickboxing, it's made up of three main different martial arts. The first one being Muay Thai. Comes from Thailand, and it means the art of 8 limbs. So your 2 fists, your 2 elbows, your 2 knees, and your 2 shins. Yes, I said shins, because in Muay Thai, unlike other martial arts, we're not kicking with the flat top part of the foot. Most of our kicks are being done with the shin bone. Why? Have you ever taken the top part of your foot and kicked something really hard, like an elbow or a shoulder or a bony part of the body? It doesn't feel good, and it's an easy way to break your foot or bruise it really bad. Muay Thai is a straightforward, aggressive style. And inside close range, especially in the clinch when you can unleash elbows and knees, it's unlike anything else. And that is why in MMA, it's one of the most trained forms of stand-up fighting. Next up is boxing. We do a lot of boxing fundamentals at Team Sam. So that means learning how to shoulder roll, correct positioning, the footwork, of course your jab, cross, hooks, uppercuts. But with boxing, you're learning to use timing and distance. It's all about that range, but footwork to put you in the position to counter punch or to land good offense. Boxing is one of the oldest sports in history, with at one time, if you were heavyweight champion of the world in boxing in this country, you were considered the top, the most famous person there is. And that brings me to the third part of Team Samurai's, and that is Old School Taekwondo. Now, what do I mean by Old School Taekwondo? Well, for those of us that are my age, late 30s, early 40s, and older than that, if you trained in Taekwondo whenever you were young, you did what was called the power era. And that was a fast, aggressive style that relied on lots of spinning movements and fast twitch muscles to do tornado kicks, hook kicks, back spin kicks, very powerful moves that relied on the big muscles of the lower body. Well, that's how things were then. Modern Taekwondo is geared towards children, and it's a game where the players, they're not called fighters, the players are encouraged to use their front leg, and they pick it up and they just flick it out, which is where it got the nickname foot fencing. And the goal is to tap your opponent lightly as many times as you can. And because of that, over the last 10 to 15 years, modern Taekwondo is something that doesn't even closely resemble old school Taekwondo. Now, Taekwondo in itself, the lack of hands, as well as takedowns and submissions, it never was a complete martial art. But when it came to the kicking and the coordination, old school Taekwondo is incredible. And that's why we use that at Team Samurai's. Now, let me preface, we are not an MMA school. While we do teach basic submission grappling and takedowns for self-defense reasons, we're not a jiu-jitsu school. We're not training the next level of cage fighters, but I can tell you this, if you start at our school, we're going to teach you an incredible form of striking and get that base ready that if you do go in to other forms of sport combat, you're going to do incredible. For more information on Team Samurai's, where we're located, class times, and costs, go to teamsamurais.com.